You got a trailer hitch, son?
Oh, yeah, it's right here.
Do you whack your leg on it every time you walk behind your truck?
Ow, motherfucker!
Do you like to hang out with your mom on Saturday night?
What?
If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you need the Hitch Holster 2.0. They hold your trailer hitch safely and securely in the bed of your truck, and far away from your delicate girly legs.
That's kind of insulting.
It's patented. It's guaranteed to survive a nuclear holocaust. It'll get you all the girls or your money back. It'll turn every day of the week into Taco Tuesday. It'll taint your tater faster than a horse on a pickle spear.
You're making some pretty outrageous claims, but I'm intrigued. How do I get one?
Well, you don't.
What?
You gotta make it yourself. Nobody sells them.
Hello and welcome to Zero to Awesome. What we've got here, this is actually the Hitch Holster 1.0. This is the first version that I made. And what it is, it's just this metal thing that bolts here. Holds your trailer hitch, holds your hitch pin, holds your other hitch pin. And that way your trailer hitch is up out of the way, not in your receiver where your legs are gonna hit it every single time you walk by. And it's not rattling around the bed of the truck, the cab of the truck, wherever. So I put a video out on this a while back. Some people had some comments like, it's not gonna stay in there, it's gonna bounce out, it's gonna rattle a bunch. Not the case. This one works just fine, but I think we can improve upon it, so that's why we're here today. We're gonna make a better version of this. So one of the problems with this one is I had to modify the trailer hitch to make it fit. There was a little tab on top of here. I wound up having to cut that off. The bottom of this I made at an angle, and while it like worked originally, the trailer hitch had this angled piece on it too, and it started to wedge itself in there. So I wound up having to grind down the end of this trailer hitch. So I agree with a lot of the commenters. You shouldn't have to modify your trailer hitch to fit, you know, this wonderful product here. So we're gonna make one that takes a trailer hitch without any modification. What we're also going to do is we're going to get our secure tie down point back. So the hitch holster is in place of the tie down point that would have been on this side. And so for some people, they commented that's like a deal breaker for me. They want their tie down point back, or they don't want to lose it to begin with. So what wound up happening is a few times I did need a tie down point down here. So I just took the hitch out like it is now and just hooked it right onto this. It worked fine. But I also agree you shouldn't have to lose your tie down point. So today we're going to be adding a tie down point to the new version of this. Some people also commented that you can buy something like this. The thing is, you can't buy something exactly like this. So this one, if you notice, it's flush with the edge of the bed. It doesn't stick out at all, and that way if you have a 5 foot wide piece of wood or 5 feet wide anything else, you can still get it in there. The ones that I've seen on the market, they bolt into something like here, they stick out the side, and you lose valuable bed space. So we are starting today with kind of the same thing we started with last time, which is steel I found in the scrap bin at the steel store because it's cheap. So this is a piece of 2-inch inner diameter square tube, and it's important to know inner diameter and not just 2-inch square tube because your hitch here is 2 inches and it fits into this basically perfectly. If you get regular 2-inch square tube, it's going to be the same size as this, not going to work. And I'm going to be using our original hitch holster here as a template for our new one. So we'll do some measurements real quick, also known as guesses. Looks like the whole thing is 6 1/4 inches long. That includes the bottom plate here. And we've got holes centered at 2 1/4 and 4 1/4 from the top. So we're gonna cut at 6 1/4, and then at 2 and 4 1/4, we're gonna drill holes for our screws to go through to mount it. Okay, so I actually cut 2 of these because we were gonna use the second one to stand the first one off from the bed of the truck and give us room for this little stick up part here on the trailer hitch. So we need to measure how much space we need to add, and it looks like about a 1/2 inch would do it. So we're gonna take this piece right here, mark a 1/2 inch, and cut all the way down. Okay, so this is going to be our standoff. So the hitch clears the bed of the truck. But before we weld these together, I'm gonna go ahead and drill all the holes, because once we weld this together, it's gonna be a lot harder to get the drill bit in there. And we need to drill the holes in this part that's going to bolt up to the bed of the truck, so the screws just barely fit through there. Looks like 1/4 inch should do it, but we need to make the holes in this part on each side big enough that the screw head and the driver bit can fit through there, and then we can screw our holster into the truck. So it looks like we're probably going with 1/2 inch or so for that. So now we'll make sure that our screw fits through our mounting hole, which it does. We gotta make sure that the screw head and our driver fit through those holes, which they do. So now we can weld these together, just like that. Okay, so that is all welded up now. While it cools, I'm going to work on these pin holder pieces here. So this is the same type of pipe that's on here, so that's great. It's a 1 inch outer diameter, about 3/4 inch inner diameter. These are each 1 inch long and mounted 3/4 of an inch down from the top. So we're just gonna do the exact same thing on this one. I also got this 1 inch piece of strap steel here that I had laying around. We're gonna cut a 2 inch piece of that to put in the bottom of the hitch holster, so the hitch has something to stop against, and then that way water can still get past it if any water gets in there. Okay, so this is pretty much done now, but there's one last piece to the puzzle, and it is right over here. So this is the original tie-down point from the truck that I took off in order to put in the first hitch holster. I kept it around just in case I didn't like it, I could put it back on, but it's been sitting here for 1.5 years now, and it's time for it to go, and we're gonna reuse it. So I'm gonna cut off this bracket part right here, and I'm going to weld it, say, I don't know, how about right there? And then we will grind this all down, pretty it up, and give it a coat of paint. So there you go, we've got our hitch holster in here. It holds our pins, holds our hitch, and we still hook up the strap. So the 2.0 is still invisible from the back. It's not taking up any valuable real estate. Some people in the last video, they asked, how do you keep somebody from stealing your trailer hitch now? There's your answer. And that's kind of it for today. But if any of y'all out there have an idea for a cool accessory like this, and maybe you don't know how to build it or don't think you can build it, let me know your idea down in the comments. And if we wind up building one on our channel, we'll send you one of whatever we built, unless it's like super expensive or something. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.
Will someone please tell me why the cowboy hat has these girly tassels off the back of it? What do you mean it's a woman's cowboy hat? I am a man, and I'm wearing this cowboy hat, so it is clearly a man's cowboy hat.